start with the easy one. What did it feel like to make that 294th catch?
It meant a lot. I mean, honestly, I wasn't really thinking about it until like I get to the sideline and somebody told me. But like, I mean, when the game was going on, I'm not really thinking about like much else, but just like what we need to do next play, stuff like that. So just like get going. So yeah, I wasn't really thinking about it much. It's kind of something that I think about like I guess like after the game, after I'm out of the mindset of like what's going on in the game. But I mean, thinking about it now, I mean, it felt good, but it's not the way the game or not the season that we wanted to have. So I mean, it's probably something that I'll think about later. Not really too hung up on it right now.
Somebody came up and told, like you didn't know, and then somebody came up and told you on the sidelines, right?
Yeah.
You grew up in Oklahoma. You know all the great receivers that have come through here. Just kind of what does it mean to be among that group of players?
I mean, like hearing it right now, it doesn't really like I guess like register. I guess like what it means. I mean, and we still have like 2 games left, so kind of really still focused on like what can we do these next 2 games to go out there and like get wins and stuff. So like I mean, I'm still in that mindset of not really like trying to like think about the past and stuff like that, because you got to think about every single day like what you have to do. Everything I've done to get me in this position, I can't stop right now just because of, what I did or what I've done. You got to keep going. So, I mean, it's definitely an honor. I don't want to downplay that at all. But, I mean, it's something that I'll probably think more about after the season, when I kind of have time to actually, like, relax and, like, think about it. I don't have to focus on things that come ahead or anything like that.
I think you're the.
Did you really not know?
Yeah, I really did not know.
I think you're the fourth with 5,000. You're the 4th player with 5,000 all-purpose yards. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that either.
What does that mean?
I mean, they told me, I guess, the other 3 people that I'm in there with, and just hearing those names. I mean, I grew up in Oklahoma, so I grew up in like OSU fan. So like just hearing those names, you always visualize just kind of like making plays, or you play NCAA, like the road to glory stuff. Oh, you become this, become that. So just I guess like being mentioned with those people over like not a game, but I guess like a career. It means a lot to me, and once again, it's probably something I'll think about like later, because I mean, the name of the game is to win the games, and it's to go out there and just like play with your team and stuff like that. It's not the individual accolades or like what you can accomplish along the way. You think about that stuff after the season, but like the name of the game is winning the games, going out there and competing with your teammates, your brothers, and all that stuff. So that's really kind of the aspect that's taken over me more right now. Not really thinking about the individual awards and stuff like that. So just the way I'm feeling right now is just kind of just really focused on like getting to the bye week and getting ready for Tech.
Along those lines, how difficult, frustrating, whatever emotion it is that you put with it, as this stretch been for you guys?
I mean, everybody's frustrated. I'm not the only one going out there playing games and like going through the things. I mean, we all put the same amount of work in. We've all, done the winters, the spring balls, the fall camps, and all that stuff. So I'm not the only one going through it. So I mean, we're all frustrated as a team and stuff like that. But I mean, it is a team. It is like we go out there together. Whether I drop a pass, Strip makes a catch, like we're in this together. So there's no pointing hands or pointing fingers and stuff like that. I mean, we all get back and like, hey, what can we do better? What can we do better? What can we do better? Like, how can we complement each other and do this and that? There's I mean, that's I guess the beauty in all this, the struggle or whatever, is that even though we're struggling to win games and stuff like that, we don't, there's no toxic point figure, there's no anything like that. Like everybody's, still cheering each other on. We're still like, excited to come to the stadium. We're excited to go to practice, excited to go to workouts and stuff like that. We're still excited to be around each other. So I mean, even though the games aren't going the way we want to, we're still showing up every single day and working, and I can't be more proud of the team than that.
Times in the past, y'all would have a drive where you'd move the ball and then you'd maybe go 3 and out a couple times. For most of tonight, y'all moved the ball. You had some turnovers, but y'all moved the ball. Did things feel differently? Like, did y'all feel like y'all were in more of a rhythm for stretches of tonight?
Yeah. I mean, I think like when we came out the first drive of the second half, I mean, you saw us like really getting out there, moving the ball, running the ball and stuff like that. And I mean, the first half it goes on like the receivers. I mean, I missed blocks, Rashad missed blocks, Strip. I mean, we all had our hand in, just not being able to like spring those run games, because I mean the line, they were doing great, and like it's just on us, and we knew that coming in at halftime, that like we were just not playing to the physicality and to the standard that we set for ourselves, as like the leaders and the older classmen of the receiver group. So I mean, second half we just made it a point to come out and 6 and 7 yard runs, make those 20 yard runs or 30 yard runs just by blocking the corner, push crackers on the safeties and stuff like that. So first half we just didn't play up to our standard that we set for ourselves, and that's on us.
Mike said he felt like one of the problems y'all faced is y'all tried to take some deep shots, but maybe they were sort of in good position covering y'all tonight. I don't know, how can you sort of walk through how it felt like they were defending y'all?
I mean, there were sometimes they made some good calls. I mean, there's some where, the one where I had a kind of like a little sluggish, like fade kind of, and we're in 13 personnel, and they kind of keep the safety a little bit high, and then like the corner, he's a little bit off, and then they kind of like sprint over there after the play. Like normally in 13 personnel, you're kind of gonna have everybody in the box and just like shoot one-on-one. So I mean, there's times where not saying they get lucky or anything, but there's times where they just make good calls and they're in the right position at the right times. And there's some times where we're down the field and we make just great plays and stuff like that. So the nature of the game is everybody gets one. We just pride ourselves on making those plays more than they do.
Thanks, Brennan.